Okay guys, welcome to the stream tonight. It's going to be quite a long one tonight actually. Just give me a second here, I'll get this shared. And then we'll get going. So we're going to be flying to Lisbon. We're in the Air Portugal livery tap. We're going to be flying Lisbon from Manchester. We are pretty much all set up. We just need to radio for clearance. And we'll do that soon enough. Okay, so you can see we're on the ground here at Manchester. We're in stand 26 for the larger aircraft. We're in the A330neo, the Headwind A339. There's not many Vatsim controllers online. Unfortunately, I had to go for a late one. So we'll radio delivery now and see if we can get us moving. So 1217, everything's set up, I've already put it all in. I've been on the ground for a while here, burning through my fuel slowly. Manchester delivery, good evening. Air Portugal 33 November, type A330neo at stand 26, requesting clearance to Lisbon as filed.
Portugal 33 November, Manchester delivery, good evening to you. You are cleared to Lisbon. Coxham 1 Romeo departure, squawk 2706.
Cleared to Lisbon, Coxham 1 Romeo departure and squawk 2706, Air Portugal 33 November.
Air Portugal 33 November, reback is correct. Information is Oscar QNH 1032.
Have information Oscar and 1032 for the QNH, Portugal 33 November. So Coxham 1 Romeo, let's just check that's definitely in. Ooh. Coxham 1 Romeo, yeah, happy days. And squawk was 2706. 2706. Hey Kevin, thanks buddy, appreciate it. I do actually have more viewers on Facebook and on YouTube than I do on Twitch, so it's just appearing to you as a single. I do stream to all three platforms. Most popular platform is Facebook, so feel free to hit me up on there if you fancy it. There we go, right. Squawk 2706 and QNH 1032. Yeah, so there's currently 7 people watching, including yourself, Kevin. You should all be able to see each other's chat. You're just the only guy talking at the moment, that's all. I do like it when people talk, though. It keeps me interested, keeps me busy. Right. Radnav is in. Everything else should be in. and we should be good to go. Yes, we are. Right, let's get the beacon on. Let's get rid of the jetway. I'll do that from the outside so we get a bit of a view here. Air Portugal 33 November, ready for push and start.
Air Portugal 33 November, hold position, contact ground on 121.850, have a great flight, bye bye.
121.850, thanks for the cover, Air Portugal 33 November, good night.
Good night.
It's nice to have everyone on. Damien, yeah, so live weather's on, it's just not live time, that's all. So we've got live weather on, just not real time. I wanted a daytime flight. Manchester ground, good evening, Air Portugal 33 November, stand 26, requesting push and start.
Air Portugal 33 November, Manchester ground, good evening, stand 26, push start through facing the west.
Push and start approved, face west, Air Portugal 33 November. I could barely hear that guy, I've turned him on. Right. There's a tug. Come on, dude. Come on, tug. It doesn't want to connect. Okay, we'll just go for it. Interestingly enough, the tug's not coming with us. Never mind. Okay, while we're doing that, then engine 2 start. Yeah, I know. I've turned him up. Hopefully, it makes a difference. But it means when I get to the next controller, I'm going to get deafened. That's the only problem. Some of them are really quiet. I love this aircraft.
Manchester ground, Saxon 227.
Saxon, that's a Royal flight, I think. Engine 1 start.
Any stand preference there?
I do not have a standard preference, but I am a light aircraft.
That's just like this. 227, taxi to business aviation via Alpha.
Roger, taxi to business aviation via Alpha.
That'll do. Engine 2's going.
And ground shuttle 3 Golf stand 42, request push and start.
3 Golf, stand 42, push start through facing south.
Push start through facing south, shuttle 3 Golf.
Engine 2 running, engine mode normal, and APU off. Okay, so ready to go. So we'll get these taxi lights and runway turn off lights on. Don't need the strobe landing lights or takeoff lights just yet. But what I do want is I want the charts. So give me a second, I'll get you some charts so you guys can see what I can see as well. Okay, let's get the main airport chart. Start Simlink and then it will work. There it is. And we'll also get Cookson 1 Romeo, which is the departure. Okay, so we're currently here, just off Pier C in Terminal 3. Oh no, Terminal 1, sorry. We're going to make our way round to 23 right. I'm going to radio for clearance now. Let's just get the next one in, which is approach, because tower's offline. So that's 118. Ah, it's just gone offline, you're joking. Literally just gone offline as well. I think 118570. Let's have a look. We might get cover, we might not from takeoff. Fingers crossed we do. Air Portugal 33 November, ready for taxi.
Air Portugal 33 November, taxi to holding point. Juliet 1, via November Charlie, Delta, Papa, Kilo, and Juliet.
Taxi holding point, Juliet 1 via November Charlie, Delta, Papa, Kilo and Juliet, Air Portugal 33 November. He's really quiet. I've turned him up by 7 as well. Right, okay, let's go. So November Charlie is this one here. To the left. This thing does really find it hard to turn. Left turn onto November Charlie. That was flaps to take off there. And then he said Delta, I think. He missed out Echo. This next one's Echo that we're going on to now.
Manchester ground, Golf Romeo Papa, just vacated, runway 23 right.
Golf, Bravo, Juliet, Romeo, Papa, Manchester ground, good evening. Expedite your taxi to holding point Bravo 33.
Expedite taxi to Bravo 3, was that?
FM.
Clear, go to Bravo 3, Golf Romeo Papa.
I think we're going to be on Unicom when we take off, by the looks of things.
Manchester crowd, speed 1996, just vacated runway 23 right.
It's 916, hold up Bravo 2.
Holding Bravo 1, speed 1916.
You got 916, hold Bravo 2.
Bravo 2, speed 1916.
I've just lost my place. Papa, left. Left at Papa, there it is. Nearly went too far.
Ground, Golf Romeo Bravo, Papa holding Bravo 3.
Golf Bravo, Romeo Papa, Roger, just give way to the airport go 3900 from your left and right. Taxi left onto Papa, onto Lima, stand 2B.
Yeah, you better give way to
I'll
me.
give way to the passing traffic, left on Papa, and then Lima, and then confirm stand please.
Golf Bravo, Romeo Papa, stand number 2 by Papa and Lima.
Little CJ4.
Roger, Golf Romeo Papa.
difficult to turn. Come on. You can make it. Come on, aircraft. You got this.
Mid 6 knots, speedbird 916, I think I entered active alpha.
Speedbird 916, roger, taxi straight ahead onto Alpha 4, hold Charlie 2.
Taxing on alpha, holding Charlie 2, speedbird 916.
What's that one? It's not loading up, whatever it is. Oh, there we go. Royal Jordanian, nice. Took a while.
And ground shuttle 3 Golf request taxi.
3 Golf, roger, taxi 2, holding point, Mike 1, number 238, fire Juliet Foxtrot, Kilo and Juliet.
Holding point Mike 1, 23 right by Juliet Foxtrot, Kilo and Juliet. Shuttle 3 Golf.
Got a bit of lag here. It's because of the high load distance I've set, that's all. Be alright. So we're going to Juliet 1 just before the end of the runway. This is it here. He's going to tell us.
November, not money using code 122.8, no cycle there.
122.8, thanks for the cover tonight. Portugal 33 November.
Good night.
Speedbird 916, holding Charlie 2.
Speedbird 916, taxi 2, stand 10 via Lima.
Let's just check. I think we're quite busy at the moment. Manchester traffic, Portugal 33 November, lining up runway 23 right. Manchester traffic.
Manchester traffic, Ryanair 54 Whiskey Hotel, vacated runway 23 right.
Manchester traffic, Lufthansa 9 Foxtrot Lima is 10 miles, fully established now, ILS 23 running.
$10 miles. Manchester traffic, Portugal 33 November. Rhino, was that you vacated?
Yeah, we've vacated Ryanair 54 Whiskey Hotel.
Roger, Air Portugal 33 November, rolling. Bit late, but never mind. Sit down, quick! Here we go. Here's rotate speed and rotate. Gear up. Manchester traffic, Portugal 33 November on the Cookson 1 Romeo departure, climbing to 5,000, Manchester traffic. Loads of time. He was more than 10 miles away.
traffic, Lufthansa 9 Foxtrot Lima is 5 miles, 23 right.
Okay.
Traffic shuttle 3 Golf is holding Mike 1 to the right.
Well, that's us on the way now to Portugal. Time to go will update soon, I'm sure. I'll have a little look at the flight plan in a second. Okay, that says at 5,000, so let's take it up. We're going to go all the way up, 37,000. Manchester traffic, Air Portugal, 33 November on the Cookson 1 Romeo departure, climbing to 37,000. Manchester traffic.
Is you ready?
Traffic on Lufthansa 98, slightly 15 miles from final approach 23 right.
On to standard pressure. Once we get past 10,000, we'll sort the lights out.
Manchester traffic, Lufthansa 9 Foxtrot Lima is vacated via Alpha Echo 23 right.
Okay, so having a quick look then. No longer need... Oh, it's on there twice now.
Lima, taxiing stand 28 via Alpha, Delta, Quebec Echo, November Charlie.
Don't need that either. So having a look then, we're just heading south out of Manchester towards, well, Birmingham way I suppose. We'll be crossing into Wales slightly and then in and out of England into Hereford. Back into Wales to get over Newport, over the Bristol Channel, heading towards Exmouth and Exeter way, Exeter being there. Crossing over to France and then heading direct down into Spain to make our way across the land into Portugal and then towards Lisbon for a southerly approach there. So we're coming from the south into runway 03. Time to go is updated, it's saying 3 hours at the moment. Obviously that's going to come down as we get faster and higher. I'll predict probably about 2 hours 15. Okay, I'm just messing about with the overlay because I've just been told that it's clipped together. It's because it's so big. There we go, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? Okay, so this is using live weather as accurately as possible as it is on Microsoft Flight Sim. Obviously, I've changed the time because I didn't want to do a night flight. I wanted to do a daytime flight. But it's pretty clear all the way. There's no rain en route. There's actually appears to be snow over Spain, but that'll be lower down than we'll be by the time we get there. A little bit of rain around Lisbon, but doubtful that we'll be flying through any of it. So it'll be a nice clear route. Let's see if we can see that on here actually. So that's an ice storm. As you can see, that looks like an actual ice storm there, and then there's dotted rain around Lisbon at the lower altitudes, but again we probably won't touch it. Yeah, Kevin, that's the thing. When it gets to winter and it's colder, the weather's not actually that bad in the UK. It's when it's nice and warm, it chucks it down the whole time, so you can't do anything. Manchester's actually my hometown as well, so that's why I always choose Manchester as my main airport to fly out of these longer flights. Okay, what I did forget is the lights. Turn the seatbelt sign off now as well. I'm sure the cabin crew would have already told the passengers they can get out of their seats. In reality, they probably would have rang me and gone, yeah, you've left the seatbelt sign off. On. Turn it off. Yeah, roger. Speed up a bit to 280. So it looks like we're not going to have Vatsim cover anymore now for this flight. Sometimes the Lisbon controller does come online nice and late. I've seen it a few times, so who knows. It's a possibility, but certainly at least until we're we've got to Portugal itself, we will not have Vatsim cover. Okay, that aircraft there is going to be on a conflict. He's at 37,000. I'm going up to 37,000, and he's going to Exeter. I'm flying over Exeter. He was shown on TCAS there we go. He's faster than me though, so let's see what happens. I'm going to speed up. I'm going to cause a conflict. Let's keep it as it is actually. As we get higher, it's going to be increasing anyway. 473, he's not that much faster. He's only 10, he's slightly behind me. Just keep an eye on it. Be interesting to see what happens, because I'd imagine his line is going to bring him right across us. Bristol Channel ahead. Oh, nice. So you go to Liverpool for New Year's Eve, but fly to Manchester. There's an airport in Liverpool, you know. I know Manchester takes more flights, so it's probably the... What do you go with, Swissair? Swissair probably only flies to Manchester. Okay, location. South of Birmingham now, heading towards Hereford Way, steaming our way across towards Newport. Now that guy is going to Exeter Airport, which is... This is Exeter. Exeter Airport's about there, so I'd imagine at some point our flight path's going to cross. I'm going to leave it and see if I get any TCAS or anything. I doubt I will, but... Traffic alert. Disappeared now completely. I do question whether it always works. Maybe he's going right. Okay, the time's come right down on this. 1 hour 42 to go, so it's going to come down even more. sure what's going on with the speed. It should be holding where I place it. Got a little bit of turbulence here. Clear skies though, all ahead. I do need to work on my graphics settings. I'd get a lot of stuttering at the bigger airports. I need to sort that out. Absolutely no reason I should be getting it. I've got an awesome system, if I do say so myself. Let's have a look. British Airways aircraft has descended now. We still need to climb, so let's bring the speed down a bit to bring that nose up. Struggling at this altitude. Yeah, there we go, he's descended. I think this is possibly the first time I've flown as TAP, and possibly the first time I've flown to Lisbon. I'm not too sure. I've flown to Faro in a Thompson livery. I don't know if I've flown to Lisbon before. Sorry Kevin, I've just seen your message there. So there's a direct flight with EasyJet. What's the travel to train? Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I suppose it's only what, 30-40 minutes on the train from Manchester Airport to Liverpool. I mean, the train's expensive over here. Sometimes it is cheaper to fly, depending where you are. I've got an interesting one. I'm looking to go to Barcelona for a sports tournament, and there's this one piece of one piece of sports equipment that I've got to take with me that's too big to fit in my bag. Now, it's about 1.2 meters long. Okay, it's basically a metal pole, 1.2 meters long. It has nothing on it, and it weighs less than a kilogram. £37 per way. EasyJet wants to charge me £37. It would be cheaper for me to buy a new one when I get to Barcelona. Because they'd be charging me, what, £74 for both flights. And to buy a new one is like €30, €36. It's crazy. So they're encouraging waste, because I'd just buy a new one and leave it there. I wouldn't bring it back with me. I don't know what to do. Like, I've not booked the flights yet, so I'm not sure what to do, but I really want to go to this tournament. But that just annoys me, man. EasyJet are the only ones that are doing cheap enough flights as well, so overall it's cheaper to go with EasyJet, even with the oversized luggage. It's crazy. See the south coast ahead of us there. Just try and work it out. Yeah, that is Exeter there. So Exeter Airport's around here somewhere. That's Exmouth. On the other side is Dawlish. Around the coast you see Plymouth somewhere around there. And then this way you're looking at Sidmouth, Salcombe way. What is going on? We're getting crazy winds. Might have to descend if it continues like this. So I noticed SF-50 aircraft. So let's have a look down here. If I can, SF-50 came up as a generic. I'm just going to change my VMR file for vPilot to make sure I don't see a generic for an SF-50 again, because it should look like a CJ4. SF-50, so there we go, that is now in. And the next time I come across an SF-50 it will come up as a CJ4. Let's restart vPilot. See if I can see this British Airways plane still. He'd be down there somewhere. In fact, he might still be over the Bristol Channel. Oh! Brrr. Shouldn't be able to do that, but never mind. There he is. Ryan, yeah, it's, I mean, internally it's basically the fly-by-wire A329X. Uses the fly-by-wire systems. So yeah, it's good. Flight model is obviously different to the A320. Larger aircraft, you feel it as you're flying. I like it. For a free aircraft, it's you can't complain at all. It's really good. Okay, so we are approaching that bit of south coast there. Here it is, Jurassic coastline runs all the way along here. Just pull Microsoft Flight Sim sounds down a little bit. We should be able to see Exeter Airport soon enough. There it is. So that's Exeter Airport there. That's where that aircraft is going. That's a British Airways flight. Well, the guy who's flying it is pretending to be British Airways, just like I'm pretending to be Portugal. It looks good. Just less than 1.5 hours to go then. Be about 1 hour's flight time, probably 30 minutes descent to landing. So in regards to the map, here we are, we're just passing now, as we've gone past Exmouth, Exeter, on towards Brixham, Paynton Way, and then this is where we leave the UK, start heading south directly towards France, cross over France briefly, stay within the bay there on our way to Spain. Once we hit Spain, it won't be long before we're making our southwesterly turn towards Portugal. And then that's where we start the arrival process. Let's have a little look at the arrival as well. Okay, so it's the in-bomb arrival. We were supposed to actually hit in-bomb, but obviously not anymore. Very basic little sort of J-turn there. Come down on downwind, and then onto base to final. Obviously this would be different if we had a air traffic controller online. At Lisbon, they'd vector us in for ILS, but we're going to be following this. So we're going to be nice and low, 4,000 by Oddlicks, and then once we're at Oddlicks, so first descent is actually 29,000 by in-bomb, and we're going to just keep going down as we come along. Bring it in, pick up the ILS around here, to then bring it into runway 03. From 4,000, that's a good descent rate. Get these charts up as well. So we're going to be landing 03, and then if we come off about Alpha 6 we can go straight down to the gates. Which are there. Okay, so the weather's stabilised a little bit. Let's see if we can get the speed up just a tiny bit more. Pull a little bit more time off the flight there. So flight time's at the top, time to go 1 hour 23 minutes roughly. Okay, so the UK's drifting away behind us. Won't be long till we see France. Oh, it's in under the cloud actually, so we might not see France at all. We may just see cloud for the rest of this flight. Now, although there's no rain en route, didn't say anything about cloud. You don't bring up cloud on the weather radar. You just bring up rain or storm. So obviously you can see there, that's very light blue. That looks like an ice storm. There's more there as well around Valencia. Even as far south as Seville as well. So I put barely any fuel in this thing. I'll show you a image of, just so you know how much we've actually got in terms of what the aircraft can carry. So we're carrying 16,000. We started with 19,890, and it is literally nothing. One day I'll do a long haul. Captain Cream Cheese, good evening, buddy. No, no, I don't. I'll just use the onboard sounds that come with this aircraft on flightsim.to. Why do you use one? I'd not actually checked if there was one. Let's have a look. Flight Sim Plus, there it is. So there is a sound pack. He does do. I use Flight Sim Plus's sound pack for the 777, but I only use the free version. He's got quite a few sound packs now for the for Microsoft Flight Sim. .787 as well. I might actually buy the sound packs because he has got quite a few. So it says again with this one, it says engine sounds only for the free version. I think if you subscribe to the Patreon, whatever it is, you can download as many as you want. So it might be worth just doing that for 1 month. What have you got? Have you got the paid for version for the 777-300, or have you got his free version? Because I've been thinking about it, because a lot of people have said, I just love a bargain. I love free stuff. Yeah, he's got the King. He's got the 208 CJ4 longitude CRJ. I kind of like the sounds on the CRJ though. So it's got a 747. 787 A320. A330. There's no demo though. Normally there's a demo version. Not a demo version, sorry. Normally there's a demo video to show you what the sounds sound like, but it's not got it there. Yeah, I've got the free version of the 777-300. That's not bad, but it did have a demo video, so I could see what it was like. I don't like to buy anything unless I can see what it's like. I don't like to download anything if I can't see what it's like. You know what I mean? Even freeware, I wouldn't download it unless I'd seen at least something that interests me about it, you know? Okay, so this shows you how overkill my flight is from Manchester to Lisbon. There is a A339, another TAP A330neo, taking off from Faro, which is what, 100 miles southeast of Lisbon, and he's flying to Hong Kong. That is a long flight. Oh, I found an even longer one here. So someone's taken off from Dubai in a 747. He's flying to Louisville in America, south of Louisville's in Kentucky. Awesome. Catch you next time, cream cheese. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Okay, so I'd imagine we are well over France by now. Probably nearly at the end of France, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. So midway through. Heading towards Cancanal. What's that one? Quimpiel. Coastline's probably around there under the cloud. That's the only view of France we get in this sort of circle window we've got here. XPE, I've not seen that call sign before. XPE Echo Airline. A Mirror Air. Ah. Louder. Sorry, I did get distracted then. Looked away. Right. Air France 777 ahead of us. I don't know if we'll see it. Hey Joaquin, yeah, I really like it. So obviously it looks different to any aircraft you got. It's a long haul aircraft, holds a lot of fuel. It can do the long haul flights. As long as the memory issue thing still isn't a thing, I'm not too sure. I've not done a long haul for a long time. It uses the fly-by-wire systems inside. It does use those systems, so you know it works, and it works well. And for a freeware aircraft, it's absolutely fantastic. I love it. I mean, when you sat here, you know no different. You're flying the A329X, don't you? No, so I'm pretty sure the flight model is different. This thing definitely feels heavier on the ground and as you're taking off. I can't tell you how realistic it is because I'm not a pilot. I've never flown an A330 and this is my first sim, so you know, this is the first time I've flown A330s in the sim. Obviously not this stream, but with this sim. Yeah, it flies different to the A320, definitely. I'd say it's a bit heavier. But it's free. It's free and it downloads in, what, 2 minutes? 3 minutes? Just give it a go. Download it, if you don't like it, delete it. All you lose is 3 minutes of your time. I'd recommend it. You know, it's a decent long haul aircraft, which we haven't got otherwise. .787 heavy division mods are okay. I've not used that for a long time actually, so I can't even say that. Can't say if it is okay anymore. It was the last time I used it. I need to use it again. Yeah, have you seen? I've got it, Joachim. I've actually got a video on my channel, showing how to get all those mods, and an updated one as well, showing the aircraft with the mods. I've got the 777-300, $20 with the mods. It's fantastic. But yeah, this thing's completely free. No, you don't have to buy anything initially. There's nothing else to download with it other than liveries. And even that, you get, I think it's like 6 liveries with it anyway. So yeah, it's worth downloading this. And if you don't like it, delete it. It definitely, with the fly-by-wire systems, it's definitely set up better than the 777 is. Dirk, time to go at the top there. We're looking at 1 hour 6 minutes. Obviously that will change as we do get close and we have to slow down. Roughly I'd say about 1 hour 10 to 15 minutes left, so let's go with 1 hour 12 minutes left. Yeah, possibly. I've got 2 videos, so I've got quite an old video. It's got a lot of views. In fact, you know what? I'm going to say it's definitely my video, because I'm pretty much the only person who's done a... I wouldn't say... I've got to choose my words carefully here now. I'm probably the only person that's done a video showing the good side of the 777-300, or the 777 as a whole. Pretty much everyone else who streams, and rightfully, wrongfully so, whatever, they've completely slated the aircraft and Captain Sim. But you know, from my view, it wasn't about the politics. It was about getting a 777 in game, which that is the only option. You know, politics aside, because it is politics, let's be honest, and I know there's a lot of politics in Sims. There always has been, apparently, and it is politics. Politics aside, people hate Captain Sim now. Fair enough, whatever. If you want a 777, it's the only 777 in game, isn't it? So, yeah, that's why I play it. And to be fair, I've not used it for a while, since I've done the last video, actually. So I do need to start playing with it, because it is a good looking aircraft. It's a great looking aircraft. And let's be honest, the Sobo released a load of crap as well when the Sim launched, didn't it? It's taking third-party developers to fix everything. Have you used the sound mod, Dirk? The Flight Sim Plus sound mod? If not, I recommend that. That's free. Okay. I'm going to do you a big favour here, Dirk. I'm going to link you to my video. Alright, you don't have to watch it now, but this video is going to tell you all you need to know. About the 777 and everything you need to download to make it a good aircraft. Okay, so whenever you want, if you want to do it now, Dirk, go for it, but that is a link to my video which shows you all the mods that you need. So I think there's 4, maybe 3, to make the 777 a good aircraft. Just bear in mind that even since that video has been released, some of the mods have already been updated, even more so. But yeah, if you get time, follow that guide, and it will make the 777 a flyable aircraft. It looks good, it sounds good, and it flies well with those mods. Yeah, exactly. Like you see there, Jockham's he's able to fly the 777. Yes, I am, mate, yeah. That's why I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I don't think I've ever met a Jockheim before. I know is it German? There's only one Jockheim I've heard of who's also German. I don't know if you are German, I just assume that. I suppose with a name, it depends where you're from in Europe, wouldn't you? You'd probably say Joachim. How would you pronounce your name? Dirk, do you know which Joachim I'm talking about? I'm a big fan of World War II games and World War II history as a whole. Norwegian, nice. I'd say whereabouts in Norway you're from, but I wouldn't know it. Then you'd probably just say Oslo, but you won't be from Oslo, you'd be from near Oslo. I've met a few guys from Oslo, not from Oslo, from Norway as a work thing. So I've worked with a few Norwegian guys. Can't remember where they're from. Joachim. Trying to say it in a Norwegian accent. It depends where you're from though, because the Germans wouldn't say it like that though, would they? Oh, okay, so you are from near... that is near Oslo, isn't it? I think. Yeah. I've flown to Gardermoen Airport. Again, probably said that wrong. Not in real, in the sim. If I fly to Norway, I probably normally fly there. Yeah, I can do accents. Accents I can do. Osaka, nice. What took you to Osaka? Again, Japan, somewhere I've always wanted to go. Long flight though. Long ass flight. Okay. So it won't be long until we get to Spain. Is she from Japan or did you just move over to Japan? Okay, so there we are. We're about halfway in between France and Spain, just a little bit closer to France at the moment. Nice. I bet it's nice living in Japan. They got heated toilet seats, haven't they? And toilets that clean you. You don't have to do anything. You just press a button. I've heard all the truth. Everything's automated. Oh, nice. Can you speak Japanese? Hey, Joachim. Welcome back. He's using Facebook. Can you not see it? Can you not see his chat? Let me have a look. I'm gonna have a look on the live stream, see if I can see it. So I can see the Twitch chat. Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah, so I can see. All right, yeah, right, I get it. So you can't see. You can see the chat. Although, Dirk, you say you can't see the chat, so you can't see the other guy speaking. Let's have a look on Facebook then. What is that? That's a strange one, isn't it? Yeah, I can see his chat coming up. Yeah, that's. Well, you can chat, and if you see each other's talk, then yeah, I suppose you can chat with each other. Put a message up, see if he sees it. So if you're not looking for it, the chat comes up here. This side. Maybe I need to change the chat box settings. How long do I leave it on? 20 seconds. That seems like a long time. Let's just change it to 30 seconds. There you go, Dirk. He's speaking to you. Can you see him? It did come up. Maybe if I click always show messages. Say something else. So Dirk, can you not see that there? So I've set that to always show messages now, so it'll always show something, just temporarily while we're flying. I'll change it again before we land. So Norwegian Captain on Twitch was trying to chat to you through the chat box. Ah, right, there we go, that'll be why. Yeah, if I look at the floor or at the roof. There you go. Can you read it now? I'm trying to find the right spot for it so you can read it. There we go. This is nice and dark here. I suppose it is quite difficult to read that in white there. Maybe I can change the chat box colour. Let's have a look. Font settings, there we go. What colour would be best? Would black be better? Quick, someone type something. I've set it in black. Oh yeah, black's terrible, look at that. Right, okay, I'm glad we're testing this though. Okay, I think that's back to white now. Let's just have a look. Yeah, that should be. Oh no, he didn't do it. I clicked the wrong thing, that's why. There we go, now it's white. Now it's white. But yeah, if you look in the wrong place, it is too bright, I suppose. But then, yeah, it looks good. It looks good there. What have you got? Have you got a Japanese keyboard as well? No, I'm English, mate, so I'm ignorant. It's one of them. I learnt a bit of French and a bit of German when I was in school, but I've never had to use it, so I forgot that long ago. I think out of all languages I've heard, I could probably understand German the most. Well, I mean, I still had to learn English. You know, I know it's easier to learn your home language than for someone else, but I still have to learn a language. But yeah, I know what you mean. Hey James, welcome to the stream, buddy. James is German as well. Don't get me wrong, I wish I could speak another language, but I just don't need it at the moment. Not for my job. I learn phrases. But even then, I've forgot the phrases because I've not been away for a while with my job. James is in the house. Okay, so it's showing 52 minutes at the top there. Oh yeah, no. So I'd say I'd love to be a pilot now. When I was younger, I'd never intended to be a pilot. I had no interest in it. I'd have loved to be a pilot now, but no, I've got a job that I enjoy very much, and I'm 30 years old, so it's a bit too late to change the career, go down that path. Especially for pilot, I'd probably end up on less money initially anyway, and it'd take me a long time. I think it's £100,000 to learn to fly over here commercially. So most people take out a bank loan of 100,000, like a mortgage, pay it off. Ah, nice. Fellow midlifers. No, I'm in the military though. I enjoy my job very much. Nice. Get yourself into a flight school. There's a lot more opportunity to become a pilot nowadays, although I did see a lot recently of a load of newly qualified pilots while COVID hit having to completely change their career plans because they had to start paying back their £100,000 and they couldn't get a job. So I mean, it's not easy getting a loan for £100,000 when you're young. I could do it now. I've got a mortgage now, so I could get a loan for £100,000 from the bank. But as someone who's young, if you try and go for £100,000 loan, you know, you're looking at having to get your parents to sign up for that loan, and then worst case, the debt collectors go after them. It's not a good position to be in to learn to fly. It's a shame they do it that way, but. And also, you have to immediately start paying it back from what I know. Yeah, I think they do something similar like that over here now, but when I was younger, I don't think there was like a flight school college that was as accepting as it is now. It's very elitist. My route would have been, if I was going to do it, my route would have been RAF, but nah, it's that ship sailed, so to speak. I'm already in the military. I enjoy my job. Yeah. So the RAF actually has, they employ a lot of people as pilots, mainly as airline pilots for the transport aircraft. And it's actually one of those jobs that it always comes up because they're always leaving to go and fly for British Airways. Yeah, there's probably that. Hey, soon enough, you know, give it a few more months. I think all the countries in Europe will be bolstering their air force. The way things are going. James is a pilot, I think. Yeah, I'd imagine that's very, very competitive. James, do you fly for Lufthansa? Or am I imagining that? If he's still here, he may not be here anymore. There we go. What aircraft do you fly, James? It's always always been a thing having James pop in and tell me I'm doing things wrong. Oh, I saw they released the A346 for, I think it was it Flight Sim X? Let's have a look. A346. I don't know. I can't find it now, but there was an A346 released for one of the sims. And I was just wishing they released it for this. I'd love to fly it. But then James would shout at me even more because that's his aircraft. You should do videos, man. You should get a little GoPro in the cockpit. James's flights to America, James's flights to Japan. Where else do A340s fly? I don't know, could an A340 get to Japan? I'd imagine so. Tell me, James, where do you fly? James's flights to South America. James's flights to Canada. Miami, is it a regular, is it like a regular one you do, like an every other day flight to Miami or something? Ah, right, so you switch the route every 6 months. That's pretty cool. That's really good actually, isn't it? That's awesome. James, thank you very much for those stars, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh, hang on. I was reading Dirk's message. So Dirk, did you fly as well? You a pilot? Is that what you're saying? You used to fly to Miami and switch every 6 months? Or am I just reading things wrong? I'm getting confused here. Okay, we're just over Spain now. Just about. Santander. The bank. Okay, let's have a little look at the chart, see when we need to start descending. So we'll go for this one, 250. Have we got the calculator on this one? Yes. $45 miles. Oh, okay. So, what, are you for Lufthansa as well? So, 45 miles before... Which waypoint? I didn't even look what waypoint it was. Fatima! Childish. FTM. So, 45 miles before FTM. 22, so 23 to go to Inbon. Will descend. Oh, really? That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of pilots. I don't pretend to be a pilot. I enjoy flight sims, but I'm very quick to tell people I'm not a pilot. I was always like that with James when he was shouting at me. I was like, James, come on, man. I'm not a pilot. Stop shouting at me, man. It does. What always makes me laugh is when people get asked on street, because people always ask. They ask, "Oh, do you think you could fly a real plane?" I immediately say no, but I've seen other streamers that say yes. I mean, kind of pretending to be a streamer as well. I don't even stream that much. Now he just enjoys watching me nearly crash when I'm landing. You should do it, James. So they've apparently it's a lot easier to do dual cockpit now as well. I don't know. I imagine eventually they're going to put it as an aspect in the sim, so you can have your little buddy sat there, Dirk and James sat next to each other, flying the A340 when it eventually comes in the game, in the sim. It's not a game; it's a simulator. What do you mean, James? I'm not. I don't have enough follows to have subscribers, if that's what you mean. I'm still not popular enough. I think I've been struggling with followers on Facebook recently. I've been getting a lot of followers on YouTube. I'm nearly at, well, I say I'm nearly at 400. I'm nearly at 390 followers on YouTube. Oh, I am at 390. 390 subscribers. Thatcher Young subscribed 27 minutes ago. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so I am nearly at 400 subscribers on YouTube. I'd imagine if it carries on. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, you say that. You say that though, Captain, but Facebook, I have over 2,000 followers on Facebook, and it really helped me grow the channel. And Facebook is the only, not that I do it, obviously I have a job, I work full time, and I don't have time to commit to streaming as a job, so I wouldn't be able to do it like that anyway. But Facebook is the only platform at the moment that allows me to get any sort of monetization, and that's through stars. I don't know what it is, what the thing is. Yeah, let me have a look. I've got 2,000 something, 2,059 I think on, so yeah, 2,059 followers on Facebook, 390 subscribers on YouTube, and then Twitch is, I mean, Twitch is the least. I only do it with Twitch because it allows you to stream to it for free anyway. 120 followers on Twitch. So yeah, nothing really. Yeah, but because I've not got the numbers for YouTube and Twitch, Captain, I can't do it. But I can on Facebook. With 2,000 followers, I can receive stars, whereas I can't receive anything on YouTube or Twitch. But what I'm going to do, I think. So it costs quite a lot of money to be able to stream to all three platforms. It's £90 a year. Well, what? It should be more. I got a discounted rate. So £90 it was to stream to all three platforms. I don't think I'm going to do that again this year. I've got to choose one or the other. And I think what I'm going to have to do is keep streaming to Facebook, but then upload the stream afterwards to YouTube, and then I'm just going to leave Twitch, I think, eventually. Yeah, I do use Streamlabs. The links are all there. This is the thing though, people don't, especially on Facebook, people don't like donating with PayPal, which I understand. They use stars instead, which it's a great way. It's a great way for people to give back if they like it. But I mean, YouTube, I don't think does anything like that. I think YouTube does this monthly subscriptions, but I can't access that because I'm not popular enough. So that's why it makes sense to stay with YouTube for me for the moment. Nice. So you. Oh, so you got, yeah. So York is north. You'd be better flying to Manchester, mate. York's a long way from Heathrow. You're flying to Heathrow to go to York. Do you not have a choice? Come on, man. That's a long way. That is a long way. That's like a 5-hour drive. No, it's not. It really isn't. If you're talking about the city of York, that's a long way away. I'm pretty sure there's like nowhere else called York in the UK. No, it's not from Heathrow. So where are you? Where are you flying to then? Are you flying to Newcastle, EGNT? Okay, we're going to start that right turn to the southwest soon enough to take us towards Portugal. The skies are very clear here. I don't know if I believe this. Almost looks a little too clear. Let's have a look on the weather radar. Yeah, so there should be a bit of cloud ahead. Can't see a thing. Live weather's crapped itself. I was supposed to go to Innsbruck over Christmas, but it never happened. COVID got in the way, so we moved the flights right. I was just saying before, I may be going to Barcelona for a sports tournament in June. So, James, if you get the train to York from Heathrow, you're still looking at three hours. It's not 30 minutes. Trust me, I'm from the north of the country. I'm from Manchester, so Manchester and York are about the same height in the country. York's on the east side, Manchester's on the west side. It's about 3 hours by train to York. Vilnius, where's that? Vilnius, let's have a look. Vilnius. Is that Lithuania? I'll take that ticket. I was going to say, that is a long way. 30 minutes. James was drunk. I hope you weren't flying the plane, James, when you landed at Heathrow. You were clearly very drunk. Yeah, that's, I mean, that's most of the UK for you, but especially the northeast. Okay, so 23 miles from Imbom, we're going to start the descent. That's alright then. Oh yeah, you guys have conscription. I've worked with Norwegian conscripts as well. I've got a little, I've got a patch from Norway. Yeah, I've got 2 patches. One with a reindeer, or just a deer, and one with like a griffin. Yeah, one with a griffin holding a sword, and one with a reindeer. They had one on each shoulder. I don't know what unit it was. It was a conscript unit. York's a medieval city. Yeah, so they had both. It was one on each side. Well, enjoy it, man. It's 1 year of good fun. We might get a bit more fun than you bargained for, but with everything that's going on with Russia. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll see you one day. What? I'll send it again. What branch are you going into for your conscription? I've done 8 years in the military now. I love it. Oh, I definitely won't see you then. I'm infantry. Ground pounder. Knuckle dragger. Yeah, I've made a career of it. I enjoy it. This is what I always wanted to do. And here I am playing flight sim. Ah, nice, in the snowy mountains. Yeah, a lot of my mates are in Norway at the moment. So where I grew up was Manchester. So that's about 40-minute drive, 50 minutes to York, depending on traffic. But where I live now is on the south coast, so that's 6 hours. 6 hours from York. Closer to Heathrow, mate. But yeah, grew up in Manchester, so not far away. But unfortunately, we won't be able to meet up unless you want to do that 6-hour drive, because I ain't doing it. Yeah, it's nothing when you live in the mountains. But if I drove directly north for 6 hours, I'd have nearly completed the whole length of the UK. Whereas, because York's on the northeast, I have to drive up to Manchester and then go across to the northeast, which, yeah, it's about 6 hours then. That's like the whole distance of my country, you know what I mean? Norway infrastructure's just terrible. Clearly, you should have gone through the mountains, not over them. More tunnels, less driving. That's what they did when they built our roads. They just went through everything, but we don't have much in the way of mountain roads. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I'd still have to drive for 3 hours to get to London. So I'd drive for 3 hours to get to London, which would cost me my parking for my car. Oh, where? In York or in Manchester? What would be is a little small world scenario if it's York. So I knew, well, Manchester as well. I knew quite a few people who went to York University and Manchester University, obviously. If she's 30 as well, same age, chances are, depending what she did, obviously, like, she'd have been in contact with someone that I went to school with. There's a small world for you. I don't know much about York, no, but there's a university in every city in the UK, at least one. Ah, there you go. My wife's 29 as well. She didn't go to York Uni, but yeah, I know quite a few people who went to York University. Although I did know, I probably wouldn't say I know them now, but I did know back in the day. Right. "23 miles to Ardid." Why? Because of the ghosts? There's a lot of history with York, so if there are any ghosts, they'd be in York, because that city's been sacked and razed to the ground countless times over the decades, over the centuries. Decades? What am I talking about? Over the centuries, over the millennia as well. Alright, Captain, good to speak to you, buddy. If I don't see you before, I hope you enjoy your time in the military, mate. I love every second of my job. I think it's a great career. I know yours is conscription, so it's a little different, but have fun, mate. Have fun. And stay safe, of course. But you will do in the Air Force anyway. You'll just be in a hotel with good food and a nice warm blanket every night. See you, buddy. Okay, 10 miles to Ardid. And then we start the countdown to descent. This weather's looking too clear for my liking. A lot of TAP aircraft inbound to Lisbon. I'm going to be the first, I think. There's another one just taking off from Manchester as well, A20. There's one that's flying in from Hamburg, an A20. And there's another one, the furthest. He's come from Brazil. His expected arrival is in 5 hours' time. Screw that. Oh, there's quite a few. There's two flying to Brazil. Two others, A21 and an A33. One of them's nearly there. How long's he been online? Oh, 8 hours nearly. Another one also nearly online, 8 hours. That's far too long, isn't it? $110 miles. We're waiting until 23 to descend. 23 miles descending down. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to edit the chat box. It's 30 seconds there. Someone needs to clean this window. Look at that, it's very dirty. Portugal. I've enjoyed this flight so far. It's been a very chatty one. It's gone very quiet now. Everyone left at once. It's gone quick for me, so thank you very much, guys, for keeping me entertained as I keep you entertained. I think there's one coming, so don't quote me. But I'm pretty sure ASUS said they're going to release theirs. Let's have a look in product previews. What we got? Twin Otters released. There you go, yeah. So the next project that Aerosoft is working on is A320, A321, A318, A319 and A330 for Microsoft Flight Sim. Don't know if there's been many updates. Let's have a look. yeah, so there's no, obviously there's no release date or anything yet. Well, Aerosoft haven't released an A330. So there's only freeware A330s in the game at the moment. Aerosoft will release a payware A330. So the Aerosoft family, they're releasing the A320, A321, A318, A319, A330 as payware. And you know what, to be honest, I don't think the Aerosoft A330 will be as good as this freeware one. So if I was Aerosoft, I'd abandon the A330 because why would you pay for something that's not miles better than a free one? It just makes no sense. Whereas the A3, I'll probably won't buy the A320 because I use the A32NX, which is free and absolutely fine for me. But then if you want the A321, I'd imagine you'd have to buy the A320. I'll definitely get the A318 and 19 though, 100%. That'll be my my aim, is to get those smaller aircraft. There's a freeware Embraer 190. Embraer, yeah, I can't even say it. Embraer 17. Embraer. I don't even know how to say it, man. The E-Jets are getting made free. Concorde should be coming out soon from DC Designs. I'll be buying that. Let's have a look. So I don't think there's any update, so to speak, but they're obviously focusing now on these aircraft because they've released the Twin Otter. They haven't shown much to do with it. I think they're showing off the they've been showing off the A320. I don't know which one they'll release first. If I was them, I'd go straight for the A318 and 19 because they're not in the sim at all. But they'll obviously do it logically, whatever makes sense to them. Yeah, there's no real answer, no real update. Yeah, I know, and there's another A320 coming out as well. There's this, so obviously the fly-by-wire one is the A320 Neo, but there's an actual A320. Is it the CEO? I don't know, CEO. That's coming out by Phoenix. Another 20 miles to go till we descend. I won't be buying that again because we've got an A320, so why bother? You know, this is the annoying thing that seems to happen is people developers release different versions of the same aircraft, and that's, I don't know, I can't say anyone would want that, would they? I certainly wouldn't. I want new aircraft, you know, stuff that I can't fly any other version of. That's why I'm looking forward so much to the BAE 146 coming out from Just Flight. You know, you can't. That's an individual aircraft. It's going to be different to everything that's in this sim. There's nothing that compares to it. You know, I heard there was people making another 747. Who wants another 747? Yeah, alright, the 747 we got is pretty crap. I'll admit that. But we've got a salty sim mod to fix it. I won't be buying another 747. I'll certainly buy a BAE 146. I probably put that in wrong. That probably should have gone in radio. Never mind. It's in there now. I don't need to change it. I'll do what I want. So there is an MD-88. MD-88 is coming out, I believe. But again, MD-88, I think there's an A300 as well. Oh gosh, excuse me. MD-88 is, you know, Aerosoft have made the CRJs. I'm pretty sure there's an MD-88 in development. Let's have a look. MSFS MD-88. I'm sure there is. Is it the Mad Dog one? I don't know. I'm sure I've seen somewhere there's an MD-88. May have been a false call. Oh, I've missed my descent. Right. Let's slow down a bit. Just check that ILS as well. Where was it? 1091. Yeah, happy days. Where will it be? I know I've seen it somewhere. I know I've seen it somewhere. Come on. Okay, so there's a A310-300 from INI Simulations that's on the line. A380 from Fly-by-Wire, of course. BAE 146 from Just Flight. There's the KC 130. I can't remember the name of the civilian version of it as well. The Fokker 23, is it? A 717 coming out. Is it MD-11? Is that the... Yeah, MD-11's a civilian version of the KC-130, innit? I'm looking forward to that MD-11, definitely. There are all sorts of good aircraft coming out. Yeah, 717 aircraft. Yeah, Boeing 717. So, DC-9 family. There you go. MD-95, yeah. So that's pretty much it, isn't it? There's the MD-88. In as an MD-95. But there's a Fokker 23 as well. I think it is Fokker 23. The real old version. I might be wrong. Was it 28? Fellowship, yeah, Fokker 28. I think that's Just Flight that's making that. FTM, we need to be slower than this. Let's have a look now. Ooh, 250 knots. Nah, we're going to be going quicker than that. Something's wrong there. $7,000? This is saying I'm in the wrong place. 30 miles to go. We need to get down to 7,000. And 220 knots. We might be able to do it. Okay, so we are on descent now into Lisbon. I believe Lisbon's around there. Let's call it in. Lisbon traffic, tap 33 November, descending now to 7,000 on arrival to runway 03, Lisbon traffic. There's no one in the area, there's no one in the whole of Portugal. I don't know why I even bothered. I'm just talking to myself. I've not flown to Lisbon yet. I think it's a premium airport. How much fuel we got left? 7,000. Lovely. $20 miles to get down to 7,000 altitude. Not sure what happened there. I'm sure I saw... It's really strange. Never mind. We're on our descent anyway. TAP 33 November is descending into Lisbon. Lisboa. We're not going to reach this one. Got loads of time though. After 7,000 we just got to be 4,000 all the way in. I'll keep the speed up. Keep it at 250. I know we're showing 280 at the moment. Not too much of an issue. Some speed brakes. It'll slow down the load time of the initial load of the simulator, but I don't think it'd lag it, no. What causes lag in the simulator is objects being loaded in at a certain quality. So I play it on Ultra, and my system, I play it on Ultra with a LOD, quite a far LOD distance, LOD distance. Although I've got a good computer, I probably should pull the settings down a little bit, especially the LOD settings. But yeah, I do need to play about. Yeah, they shouldn't. Downloading things shouldn't lag the simulator though. It just slows down the load time, as in once you open the simulator. Portugal 33 November on in-bomb arrival for runway 03 at Lisboa. Lisboa traffic. Okay, pretty soon we're going to be flying past the airport. There's the airport, Lisbon airport there. We're landing this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to head out here turn around, come back, and then come across to land on the runway there. Okay, I'm just going to put the altitude in at 4,000 now. Going to slow down as well. Another big airport, so close to the other. Interesting. Yeah, we're landing this way. I was in Lisbon last year actually, over summer. I went to Faro and then we did a day trip to Lisbon. Okay, I've not done the lights, and I've not done the seatbelt signs, and I've also not done the pressure. There we go. There should be a statue of Jesus there. And there's not. And I think it's this bridge should be looking like the Golden Gate Bridge. It's an exact copy almost. Just smaller, I think. I'm surprised they've not done this. Never mind, it still looks pretty good. Cityscape. Generic cityscape, but it's still a cityscape. Couple of beaches. I've got to keep the speed up because we've still got quite a long way to go. We'll probably use the turn to slow down a bit, slow it down to about 230. Be a bit faster than these speeds say here. ILS is in anyway, that's good. I'm probably gonna, in fact I am definitely gonna go direct to PESX. Get this turn in. cut all that out. There's no need. That's a good, what, nearly 30 miles of vectoring for no real reason. What I will do is I'll keep putting this in if I can. So it redoes it. Whoa. Just so it doesn't go back to try and catch that line. And then one more time. Before it's too late. There we go. On our approach into Lisbon. Says we're locked, although the line's not come across. Imagine it will do in a second. On the glide slope. This is where I'm going to wish that I'd have slowed down earlier now. Might have to land fast.
2,500.
.220, I can do flaps. Yeah, we've left it too long. 7.5 miles away, I've got to kill a lot of speed. We're going to land fast. This is going to be a fast landing. Flaps 1. Bit too early, I'm going to get a loud noise. No, we're good, we're good. Oh, nice. Probably can't go flaps 2 just yet. There's a runway ahead. Very loud noise. Be worth it. You've got to sit down, stay sat down. Don't want to put the gear down yet. 160 knots, gear down. Autopilot off.
1,000.
Flaps full. We just about did it. Just about did it.
1,000.
Everything ready. That's a big building for approach into the airport there. Okay, so here we go. Air Portugal into Lisbon. Been flying about 2 hours. Ooh, bit bumpy there. Bit of a crosswind. Lisbon traffic, Air Portugal, 33 November. 3 mile final, runway 03, Lisbon traffic.
500. 300. 100 above.
No, Dirk, this was included, I believe, but I've got the deluxe version or premium version of Microsoft Flight Sim.
200.
I got the expensive one. I think this one was included.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Minus 96, that's quite a smooth one, considering how fast we were going. Flaps up, auto brake off. Spoilers disarmed. Let's get clear of the runway. Welcome to Lisbon, everybody. So we're going next right. Here it is. Alpha 6 is a tight right. Don't think I'm going to be able to make that actually. We're going to go Hotel 4. Lisbon traffic, Air Portugal 33 November, clear of runway 03, Lisbon traffic. Yeah, this definitely isn't a downloaded airport. Look at it. It's not even a handcrafted. It's junk everywhere. This thing is so hard to turn on the ground. Look at that, it's ridiculous. You use the brakes, left and right. Okay. There must be a payware version of Lisbon available. Because this one's crap. Right. Thank you very much, Keston. Hope you enjoyed the stream, buddy. Okay, so I'm going to taxi to a gate now somewhere. Put the APU back on. And we are heading to the gates now. Awesome, thanks for the like, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, this airport's not handcrafted at all. That's a shame. You'd think they'd do this airport. Come on, Asobo, what are you doing, man? Never mind. Okay, let's take the next left. Park it up here. See if the jetway can get to me. Engines off. There we go. Welcome to Lisbon, everybody. Okay, I really need to get a better airport than this. This is terrible, isn't it? It's very basic. It's one of the worst airports I've seen in the sim. Never mind. Right, okay, so about 2 hours flight time total there. Welcome to Lisbon. Takeoff from Manchester in the Air Portugal A330neo by Headwind. He made the livery as well, so the aircraft and the livery. Absolutely free on flightsim.to if you want this aircraft. Do consider it. It's a great, great aircraft. Okay, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did so and you've not done so already, please please do hit that follow button or subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and I'll catch you guys again soon. Yeah, it goes. So on this aircraft, it goes to the second door. I'm not sure why. I think Headwind designed it that way. I don't know why, but yeah, never mind. It's something different, I suppose. But that's just coming out of nowhere, isn't it? It's like a snake. Right, okay. Catch you soon, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for the chat as well, Dirk, James, and the Norwegian captain. Thank you very much. You made this stream interesting for me. It's always good to have a chat. So I'll hopefully see you guys